Hello, I'm Michael Diamond. You're watching Muscle Central. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking about who I think is the biggest threat to Kamala Gogni this year in the 2020 Mr. Olympia in the 212 class. Now, I'm not talking about Derek Lunsford. The one I'm talking about is George the Bull Peterson. That's D.A. Bull, double Peterson. Okay, George made his mark as a classic physique competitor 3 years in a row, 2017, 2018, 2019. He placed third at the Olympia in the classic division, classic physique. 2019 Honor Classic, he won the Classic Physique division. After the 2019 Olympia, he announced that he was going to move into the 212 class. Now, when you look at George Peterson, his look is not what first comes to your mind when you hear classic physique. You see him bodybuilding, but at his height, he made the weight cutoff for the classic physique, and he was able to compete, and he did very well, to say the least. George, when you looked at him, like I said, he didn't look like the typical, what you would consider classic physique. He has a lot of thick, dense muscle on him, and he brings conditioning. Now, let me just jump a little off from this for a moment. I'm making this video with the assumption we're going to see him in a 212 division this year on the Olympia stage. He's not qualified. He placed third in the 2019 classic division in the Olympia. That qualifies him for the classic division. He has to qualify. You got to win a pro show or get enough points. Without that, the last thing is a special invite. We don't know what's going on with the contest season. I'm making this video under the assumption, one way or another, whether it's points, wins the show, or gets an invite because there's not enough shows to get enough competitors qualified. We're going to see him on stage in the 212 division this year at the Olympia. Now, going back to where I was, he competed in the classic physique at 192. Cut off for 212 is 212. He has 20 pounds to work with. He can potentially put on another 20 pounds of muscle and still make the weight limit. 20 pounds of muscle is a lot of muscle. Keep in mind, he's short. That's a lot of muscle for anybody. And he's no bigger than 5'5", if he's 5'5". That's a tremendous amount of muscle. Whether he's ever going to get that big, we don't know. We'll see. But he has a lot of room to grow. His last competition was the 2019 Mr. Olympia. So by the time he's on stage again, he would have had enough sufficient time to put on a good 8 to 10 pounds of quality muscle. Now, at his height, even 3 to 4 pounds of muscle could look like, and especially on his someone his height, can looks like an awful lot. I think he could potentially put on 8 to 10 pounds, which would be a tremendous difference in the way he looks. And I think with his structure, he can easily carry it without sacrificing his waist. See George the Bull with another 8 to 10 pounds of quality muscle. Like I said, right now, when he's competing at 192, he looked just so thick and dense, conditioned, and when he turns around, when you see him from the back, those lats run from his armpits all the way down to his narrow waist. He has a thick, dense back. When he hits that back double biceps, you can see a lot of detail in that back. They say he shows the one from the back. George's back, I don't care whether we're talking about the classic physique, the 212, or the open. He has one of the best backs, period. And it's going to be tough for anybody to beat him from the back. And he brings a total package. Like I said, thick, dense, conditioned muscle. If under the assumption we're going to see him one way or another on stage at the Mr. Olympia in the 212 division, George Peterson is going to be the most dangerous competitor out there. I'm not going to be so bold as to predict him to win it on his first outing in the 212, but with the package he brings, it's not out of the question by any means, and I am most certain that we're going to see George Peterson in a battle at the 2020 Mr. Olympia 212 division for the top spot. You might agree with what I said, you might disagree. Please let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Once again, this is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.